to you. Spain is full of religious history. Today I would like to share a rebirth story with you. Not how someone became Muslim, but an event that followed. I think you'll find it interesting, inshallah. We'll be looking at what happened to Islamic tradition in this letter. Please bear in mind that I'm simplifying the end of Islamic Spain hugely. There's more to the history and story, and it's ever so engaging and captivating. I hope to be able to share it with you soon. So, a quick background. After the reconquest of Spain by the Christians under the rule of Isabella and the Spanish Inquisition, the Jews and Muslims were expelled from the land on a mass scale eventually. They had the choice to either become Catholics or to leave the land. Many Jews fled the country as it was no longer under Muslim rule, hence unsafe for them. A number of Muslims left Spain whilst others stayed, either accepting Catholicism or outwardly stated they were Catholics but hid their Islamic belief. Practicing Islam in Spain became outlawed. The only way to pass on the acts of Islam was as a religion. The only way to pass on the acts of Islam was not as a religion, but as a tradition. So many parents and grandparents continued to pray, have a particular diet, perform ablution, etc., without telling their offspring that it was Islam. Islam continued in Spain, but as a tradition. Over centuries, the belief of Islam became uncommon, yet the rituals carried out were relatively common. Generation after generation, kids will see a few figures here and there, whether in their own home, or at a stranger's house. People carrying out unusual yet peaceful acts. If a child was told in the early years that the parents were practicing Islam, there was a possibility of the child ratting out to someone untrustworthy or part of child's play, leading the family to be persecuted. Arabic scripts were burnt soon after the reconquest, whilst the undercover Muslims hid what they could. For over 500 years, Islam wasn't practiced as a religion, but as tradition, more or less. Now to the story. There's a man living in Spain who goes by the name Abdurrahim. He became Muslim years ago and went to study abroad. He also began giving dawah to his family. His brother Abdus Samad al-Hassan accepted Islam not long ago. Upon Hassan accepting Islam, Abdurrahim began teaching Hassan how to do ablution and prayer. They both were in the garden of their grandmother. At the end of the day, both brothers go into the house and the grandmother asks them, "What were you doing out there?" Abdurrahim explained that Hassan had become Muslim and he was teaching him how to do ablution and prayer. The three conversed, and during the conversation, the grandmother stated, "You know, boys, when I was a child, I saw my grandmother get up in the middle of the night secretly and carry out the motions that you did." She was referring to the Salah. When the house went to sleep, she would quietly get up and I peeped through my duvet covers to see what she was doing. I had no idea what she was doing. But today, when you were in the garden performing the same actions, it reminded me of my grandmother when I was a young girl. Subhanallah. The way the Almighty preserves His religion. Islam seems to have an unbroken chain in these lands, Although Spain has a rich Islamic history, Islam was forbidden for over 500 years. Muslims have been able to openly practice their religion only recently. The first mosque was built in 2002, I believe, after the reconquest. That's only 20 years ago. The people in the country are still in their baby steps with respect to this. No matter where you are in the world and what religion you follow, if you're able to practice your belief freely without major restrictions, be grateful. If you're a Muslim and you live in a Muslim country where you're able to hear the call to prayer, where you have a community to keep you grounded on faith, be grateful. If you're a Muslim in a non-Muslim country and you have the freedom to wear the hijab, niqab or jilbab, or attend a mosque which is nearby to your house, be grateful. If you're a Christian who is able to attend the Sunday services, be grateful. If you're a Sikh able to wear your turban, a Hindu who has a temple you can go to, A Jewish who has many rules catered to your community and lifestyle. Be grateful. You know, I was thinking, sometimes we take blessings for granted, especially when it comes to daily aspects of life, and furthermore, when it comes to religion. There's another story I wish to share with you. Inshallah soon. There's so much more I want to share with respect to this, but it's a lot to write. I want to sit and just say it, say it all with enthusiasm. History, people, architecture, culture, religion, language and context, morals and lessons to learn, the norms and what the normal is. Till next time. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.